Hey everybody, this is Maria Telly here, and guess what we're doing today? Finally, like I said, I'm going to carve a pumpkin, and I would love for you to join me. I know I'm not doing this live, but when I put it out, I still hope that you can join me for this, and we can all carve pumpkins together. So I'm gonna choose a pattern here from this book that has 130 of them. That's a lot of them to choose from. And you know what? I'm going to have somebody join me. Guess who I'm going to have join me via a phone call, not in person, and I'll hopefully do that later this month. But I'm going to have my mom join me so I can have a chit chat with her and we can carve a pumpkin kind of together. So let me get my mom on the phone. Hello, Mom.
Hi, sweetie.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. Guess what I'm doing?
I have no idea.
Do you always wonder what I'm doing, Mom?
I know. And I never know.
Mom, you know everything. But I'm going to carve a pumpkin, and I thought it would be kind of fun to have a chat with you while I'm doing that. So it's almost like we're carving a pumpkin together.
Oh, okay.
Have fun. Because,
Sounds like fun.
It is fun. I'm hoping to come out there and visit you so we can do one in person together. But in the meantime, I wanted to get one out there because I was hoping to get a couple of them done because I'm making Tea and Telly fun this month for Halloween. And, I have a couple of favorite holidays. Halloween is one of them. Christmas is the other. But Halloween has always been one of my favorites because you always made it fun for us as kids growing up, and it kind of reminds me of that. So although I don't have kids to have fun with, I have to have an excuse to do this stuff. But you know what? I don't need an excuse. I'm just going to do it anyway. So I am going to choose a stencil so we can have a chit chat real quick. And I'm looking through the book of all the awesome designs, and I'm going to have to do something easy because I haven't done this in years. But you know that I'm going to pick one with a cat on it.
Of course.
Of course. Let me pick an easy cat though, because, yeah. So I'm going to pick one really quick. Let's see if I can do this one. This one kind of looks easy, I think. I don't know. But, is that one easy? Let's go with this one. We gotta do gotta do a cat one, and let's try an easy one. So okay, I'll have to show it to you when I'm done so you could see what it looks like that you were helping me with.
Okay.
And so I've got one. Let me tear out the page. And one of the things that always made it fun was that you used to always make our costumes.
Yeah, you remember?
Yeah, and they were, hang on, noise coming. There you go. Yeah, I remember your costumes you used to make for us all the time. I don't know how you did it because we would always get anxious and wait for our turn as you went down the line to do our makeup, and you, a lot of times you hand sewed our stuff. That was fun.
Let me try to remember. It's been a long time.
I'm sorry, I got a little dust in my throat. So I had to watch I had to watch a video to remember how to do this because I think when we carved pumpkins, they never had the stencils like they do now, and we used to just poke squares and holes and smiles and stuff. But it's been a long time since I've done this. Did you ever carve pumpkins?
No, when we were young, we never did that.
Huh.
We were two little kids. Mom wouldn't have. She couldn't show everybody. We didn't have pumpkins either. So, no.
Well, did they not invent pumpkins until later? No, I'm just kidding. I'm glad.
Very smart, girl.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it while I'm on this side. Mom, you should see my pumpkin carving toolkit. Oh my gosh. I didn't get the one like that you get at the store that's in plastic. This one, if you can hear the zipper, it's got its own bag. And you open it and it's got all the glorious tools. So I am taking out my pokey tool. So I love this set. So what I'm doing now is I'm putting the stencil on the pumpkin. I guess I have to tape it on here. But I thought it would be kind of fun to... one memory I did have of a costume was this one that you did for me. And I remember like it was yesterday, because, you know, I'm not that old. So, but it was one where you did like this kind of like a clown costume, but not really. I guess you'd probably call it a hobo costume or something. And it was... what I remembered was that you used wire for... I used Dad's pants, and he was a big guy, so you used wire. I used to be this little skinny thing, and I loved it. The only time it came in not so fun was, I remember we were in a small town, and the high school kids put on a haunted house for us, and we had to go through the haunted house, and for some reason they thought it was brilliant idea to make us crawl through the entrance. So I'm wearing Dad's shoes and his pants, and here I am, this little skinny thing, trying to crawl through the haunted house, and so all my clothes kept falling off of me, and it was kind of hard to keep up, but it was still fun. I was still having a good time. And oh, Mom, you should see my tape dispenser. You're not gonna believe this, but it's being held by a cat.
Oh.
My tape dispenser. It's hilarious. Anyway, so I remember that, and then, but you know what? What I loved and remember is we used to get junk food, and we used to like watch scary movies, and then sometimes you would tell us like scary stories, but they weren't stories. They were like real life event things that happened when you were younger, and those were scarier than the scary stories. And so I was like, you know, I think it'd be fun for people to hear some of those, because sometimes on my show I have mystery nights and we do paranormal talk. So I thought it would be kind of good. I think one time in the show I mentioned the one about the picture. Do you remember that one? The picture, that was across the house, and you kept putting it back, and
yeah. We were always, when we were younger, you know, it was always in different houses. So and we liked to explore, so we went this house, and it had a shack by by the house. So we went over there, my cousins and I, and we opened the thing, and it was eerie. It had weird stuff in there. There was a picture of a little boy. So I took it home. I don't know why, but I took it home. I showed it to Mom, and she didn't like it, but she put it there by the room, by the wall. And the next morning, it wasn't there. So I asked my mom what she did with it, and she goes, I don't know. I didn't touch it. So we went again to go to that shack, and there it was in the shack, that picture. I said, well, forget it. I'm not going to take it home anymore. Because nobody took it back. It ended up over there.
Wow.
So, yeah, I was a wimpy little kid, too, and I was always running after my brothers and sisters, and they didn't want me there with her, but they would just tell me, they're going to go to this house, it's haunted, and, you know, we see this woman, so I would just run home crying. They didn't want me. They didn't want me there with them.
Oh, darn. They probably thought you'd get scared, or
yeah,
you were tiny small too, like I was, so I'm thinking they probably thought you'd just be making them slow down.
They said that I would just be in the way.
Yeah. Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, just because you're tiny, I mean, that's the thing. People mistake being tiny for being wimpy, and that's not the case. But, so now I'm poking holes through the stencil, so I'm hoping I'm doing this right, which I think I am. And so, okay, here we go. Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping I'm doing this right, Mom. You know me. I do I ever read directions?
No.
I figure it out as I go along. But so yeah, that's kind of creepy. But what did this picture look like of this little boy? Like, what attracted you to take it home with you?
It was just his face. It was kind of a large picture, you know, just his face.
Was it a black and white one, or was it a black and white picture?
Yeah.
Was it? I was.
But then my mom said that night when I took the picture that night, and she woke up she heard some noise, and she said that she saw a little boy running across where the picture was.
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
Grandma was never scared of that stuff, I don't think.
I don't know. She wouldn't tell me if she was scared.
Well, the only reason I say that is because she was the one that always comforted me when I would get scared on stuff. And like I could tell her what I saw, and it didn't even faze her. She's like, "Oh, yeah, okay." I'm like, Grandma, you're not gonna believe what was standing next to me." She's like, "Oh, yeah, okay."
Yeah, that was my mom.
Yeah. Didn't even fit. Either she was doing that so I wouldn't get scared, and then she would go tell someone, "Oh my gosh," or she was just that cool. Yeah. So, did you ever go back to that house?
No, we never went back to the same house. You know, we would travel from way south Texas, and then up north. So, you know, my stepfather was looking for jobs. We never went back to those houses. But every house that we went to, it was kind of creepy and scary.
I wonder where that is. I wonder were the towns that old, or were they abandoned? Obviously, they were abandoned houses, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are kind of fun to go to, though. I remember as a kid when Dad was out, we were out driving, I don't know where, and then like we would find an abandoned house. I always wanted to go in, and we would. I mean, we would stop in and stuff, but the abandoned houses were just, I don't know, they were just kind of fascinating, and they were attractive, and for some reason you just wanted to know the history behind it. But even as a young kid, I was curious about abandoned houses.
Well, we didn't like to go in, but they made Mom and my stepbrother made us. We had to stay there.
Oh gosh. Oh, so this was a little shed by the house that you were staying at?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I remember, Mom, and I don't know if I told you this when it happened. I don't think I mentioned this to you when I was a kid. But, hang on, I gotta sneeze, cough something.
You need to be careful talking and carving.
I remember when we were at one of our aunt's house, and that we used to go to all the time, and Aunt Thomas, and I was always kind of like, I just never felt comfortable at the house because I always sensed something there. And you know which house I'm talking about, right? And
yeah. My sister.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. So we were at this one house, or when I stayed with them. Well, I was always scared of that house. I don't know why. I just, like, some of the cousins had bedrooms downstairs, and I never liked that basement, and I was scared of the bathroom. And I don't know, I just didn't feel comfortable. Like something was there. But anyway, so one time, all the cousins were out because they were, older than me, so they were out with their friends or whatever. And you and Auntie went to go shopping or something, a store or something. And I was left pretty much by myself. Well, my cousin was supposed to be there with me, but she was downstairs doing her girly thing. I don't know what. Anyway, like you're too young and stay away. So I was upstairs by myself in the living room, just watching TV. And then I was like, fine. And then all of a sudden I got really scared. Like I felt something, and I was trying to ignore it, but then I heard something, not just felt something, but then I heard something outside on the porch. And so I don't know how I got this at this young age, but I used to try and face my fears instead of run. So I decided to go investigate this noise. And when I went, the rocking chair was rocking. And I thought, okay, well, maybe somebody came and sat on the rocking chair, but nobody else was around. It was just me and the other cousin that was downstairs. So I thought, well, maybe a visitor and they just left or whatever. Me trying to rationalize what I just saw. So I decided to sit by the window to watch to see if they came back. And also because I wasn't sure if it was, a stranger or something that I needed to be aware of. So I was watching. And the chair had stopped rocking, at some point. It stopped rocking. So I was staring out the window, just staring. And then all of a sudden it started rocking again by itself. Not from a wind. This was rocking as if somebody sat down in it and started rocking it.
Yeah, you never told me about that one.
I didn't? Oh gosh. It terrified me. I was like, what the heck? It scared me pretty good, but I still kept trying to rationalize it, like, trying to find some rational explanation for why it was doing that, but I couldn't. And then, of course, we ended up spending the night there. And then when I was down in the basement with them spending the night, I couldn't sleep because I was so scared all the time. And so I went upstairs to sleep with the other cousin in the other room because I didn't like the basement. And then when I was lying there, I was looking up at the ceiling. And there was that door, for the attic. It was there in their bedroom. And I was lying there staring at the ceiling. And that door was shut. And then I closed my eyes for a little while, trying to go to sleep. And then I heard something, so I opened my eyes, and the door was open. I was like, okay, how do I explain that? Because there was no explaining, because it was up on the ceiling. Who was going to get up there in just a few seconds? And then I saw a shadow at the window, and it scared me too. So I didn't really like spending the night there too much. But I don't think I ever told you.
No, I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't think I said anything because I was embarrassed that you were going to be like, oh God, Maria, seriously? Is your imagination really going that far out? You're just silly girl.
Well, I would have believed you because we went through scary houses when we were growing up. And we saw things, we heard things, but we just had to stay there as long as we had to stay there.
I know, it's not like, you could pack up and go to the Holiday Inn like they do in the movies. Let's just get everybody and go to a hotel. Wow. Yeah, I didn't know. And the weird thing is the cousins never said anything. They used to play tricks on me. That they did. I remember, and I think they sensed that I was scared of the house, and because they used to mess with me, and so I remember one of the redheaded cousins. I can't believe she did this. In bed, and they had a dresser in there with a big mirror. She went to the bathroom and got some red toothpaste and put it all over her hand, and then stuck her hand in the mirror, so when you looked up it looked like there was a hand coming from the mirror, all bloody. And I'm a kid, and I'm thinking, why is she torturing me like this? And so that didn't help. But yeah, I didn't ever mention to them the stuff I saw, because I just thought they were gonna think I was loony and whatever, so I never said anything. But yeah, that house scared me. What else do you remember?
Well, there's so many things. There was this one house. There was a 2-story house. It was about, I don't know, I could say it was about about 60 or 70 yards from the house where we were living in. And we usually saw, when we just got there, we usually saw a woman going in the house. And we thought somebody was living there. So now then my older cousins, they were always getting into trouble. So they were going to go scare the woman.
Oh my gosh.
And they went, and there I go, running behind them. And then they opened the door. There was a big stairway up the second floor. And, they were just being crazy. And I was by the door. I didn't want to go in with them. But then, all of a sudden, there was this woman coming down the stairs. Not stepping, just kind of flying there, boy.
Oh my gosh.
We got to the house in a few seconds. We knew that the house was vacant. Nobody was living there.
Oh my gosh.
So then I did not even want to look that way. When I thought I might see the woman coming out or going in when there was nobody there. So.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And is it like the corner of your eye thing, or just like, you actually saw, not clearly, but enough to notice that there was a person or something like that? Like you could see not the full figure or anything, but just the image.
But we would see her going in.
Oh.
She was walking, going in the house.
Oh, wow.
And when we saw her coming down the stairs, she was full. So.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, I remember, and it's giving me the creepies.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure it would. I know. And, yikes. Yeah, I mean, I saw some scary stuff, but nothing like the way you did. And I think, I don't know, it seems like the area that you were in had a lot of activities no matter where you went. I mean, but the weird thing is that, like, you even saw stuff recently in one of these other houses, and I remember you got mad at me because, like, the back door from the kitchen opened and shut, and I said, "Oh, hey, come on in." And you're like, "Maria." Did you remember that? You got mad at me because I was all saying, "Come on in."
Yeah, no, I remember.
And then
we need to stop talking about weird things, because I am by myself. You know that.
Oh gosh, that's right. I forgot. Because I was about to mention seeing the little girl in there, but playing, and I thought it was some kid that you were babysitting. I'm like, there's no kid in here. But anyway, maybe I should, because you were I don't want to scare you. Alrighty. I am at the part where I am taking the pumpkin guts out. And some of the...
Terrible.
I know it does, right? It looks all gooey and stuff, but it's fun. And pumpkin guts. And but you know what? Some people have told me that I should make pumpkin pie, or that I should roast the pumpkin seeds. So I think I might do that. And I'm wondering if I think I might try it on my Ninja, because I've been living that Ninja a lot. And speaking of food, you're not going to believe what I'm going to do on my show this weekend. It's hilarious, but I'm going to be talking about food. But I'm going to have a taco discussion. Because I can't believe how much I love tacos. And so everybody teases me about it. And they send me taco pictures. And they tease me with taco stuff. So I'm going to show them how to decorate. And have like a taco party. Like for Halloween or something. And so when I bring that up, they bring up, when is your mom going to come and help you cook? So everybody's asking about Mama Telly. So it looks like I'm going to have to plan a trip out there so we can maybe parve a pumpkin, Mom. I'm going to parve a pumpkin. Okay. So we can carve a pumpkin together. And then, what do you do with the pumpkin? What kind of foods do you do with the pumpkin?
I don't know, if you just, have you ever baked sweet potatoes?
Which one?
Have you ever made sweet potatoes? Oh my God.
Oh, you know what? I haven't. Do you think we can do that?
To roast them or bake them or something?
The sweet potatoes? Yeah, we'll have to figure out something to do with the pumpkins once we get the guts out and stuff. And I think there's some kind of dessert.
Pumpkin candy?
Yeah, pumpkin candy or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, there's the other stuff. Ask Google. He'll know.
Okay, I'll have to ask.
What can I make with a pumpkin? What else besides the pumpkin pie?
See, saying pumpkin's hard. And I'm having a hard time with the guts over here. There's guts everywhere. Pumpkin guts. But, yeah, I think we can come up with something. But I'll have to come over there and so that we can carve one together and then maybe make something. So we'll have a little cooking segment. Okay, so that was fun talking with Mom for a while. And I am just going to finish this up. And it's going to take me a bit, so I'm just going to have to get back to you once I'm done. I'm hoping that you're enjoying pumpkin carving with me. I would love to see what you guys are doing for your pumpkin carving. This is fun. Yay. And I'm no professional, people. No professional. I haven't done this in years. So I'll get back to you when I am done. Ladies and gentlemen, I am back and I am done. I finished the pumpkin. Here it is. Check it out. I did it. I did a pumpkin with a cat, of course. And it actually came out pretty good. I haven't done one in a long time, so woohoo! I did it. There it is, everybody. I still have to finish a little bit, clean it up some, but wanted to get this out and completed so you could see what it looks like. Nice little cat. Meow. There it is. Hope you enjoy, and I will see you again on the next pumpkin carving episode. Cheers, guys.